Hey guys, we just got back to the apartment. We've been gone all morning. How far did we walk, Brandon?
3 miles.
3 miles, maybe 5. I don't know. We walked a lot. But Brandon and I, you probably saw a video yesterday if you checked out the channel, where we went down about 5-minute walk outside the apartment building, take a right, straight down the boulevard to Skanderbeg Square. So we are literally on the main boulevard, and you can see kind of a view behind us. That's the mountains. Very, very nice view. But Tyler had his appointment today. First appointment with a neurologist here in Tirana. And so we were going down. We were going to try to get breakfast and stuff. So we stopped at a coffee shop. Sophie Coffee, however they say it here. You had what, a macchiato?
Yeah.
And I had a latte. We had a blueberry muffin and a red velvet cookie thing. And all together, I don't have that receipt on me at the moment, but it was 670 lek, I think. About $7, maybe $7.50. And I remember looking at Brandon going, that is just my coffee at Starbucks in the morning. And we just got all of that this morning. So I've had a lot of people ask me before we move what the pricing difference is over here. Maybe that'll give you a little bit of a comparison there, that my latte at Starbucks would have cost $7. Even the grande, which is about the size of the latte I had here, would have been at least $6, right? So I got my latte, Brandon got his macchiato, we got that, we got up, finished that, didn't have to be in a hurry, got up, walked through Skanderbeg Square, took Tyler with us. Of course, he was amazed at the building that looks like a bad Jenga game. And there were people actually hanging off the side of it this morning. So that was kind of interesting. Brave, I'm not doing that. No. And then we just decided to walk because we had time. So we kind of took the scenic route. I have no idea what the street names are. Let's see, we went south to Skanderbeg Square, and I think the corner that has the mosque, we took that road and headed east and just walked basically all the way across through the neighborhood until we got to a street that intersected with that road to where we can go back up north to what ended up being the corner where I had found online one time. They have a cafe that is literally says Friends Cafe. Yep. So I had to take a picture of that and send it to my wife and her BFF Holly, because they are huge fans of the show Friends. So that, if you Google that, you'll kind of have an idea of what path we took this morning. And what did you think about the trip? Walking through the side streets.
No, it's not bad. I mean, you get to see everything and experience all the new culture, which is what I'm for. So
new culture is one description of it. Scooters, oh my gosh. Yeah. You could just be walking and there are electric scooters here and they will just fly by you as if you can feel the breeze as they just whip by you, probably doing 15 to 20 miles an hour. Or you may hear a faint bling, 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 and then you pray you're not about to get run over. They're everywhere. A lot of people walking though, a lot of traffic, a lot of buses, that kind of stuff. But then we got over to, it was about 11 o'clock, wasn't it? 11 local time. We got to American Hospital 2, where we had the appointment with the doctor. Walked in, thought I had to get paperwork. I wanted to be early, right? The American thing to do is to be early to get your paperwork done. Now, I know that's a lot early because that was about an hour, but I had no idea what we were dealing with. And the young girl just looked at us and said, come back at 12. Literally 12. I said, paperwork? No, 12. Okay. So we walked back out, walked around the corner, and there's a little cafe. Cafe with a guy. I think he spoke French. Yeah. And I was like, okay, that's different. And we don't speak French either. And I had more of a difficult time communicating with him than I have so far with Albanian people. For real. So, and then he gave me a little cup about that big of coffee. And I sipped on that for a minute, and we sat and burned about an hour. It's a beautiful little courtyard. It really was. It was really quiet. Had 4 tables out there in the courtyard, 3 chairs around each table or whatever, and the folks next to us over there were jamming on their iPod or some radio. Michael Jackson and everything else was going on over there, and I think they spoke French. It sounded like. Yeah. So that was interesting. Little cat came up and tried to check us out, and but we just burned up some time there, and we want to. Clouds are rolling in. You might see behind us. It's really, really cloudy, but it's supposed to rain for like the next 3 days here. But then we went back at noon, checked in with the young lady there at the counter. Then we sat for, it wasn't even 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes at best. The lady came back and asked me to pay. So I went around the corner, paid in the little office. It was 5,500 lek, which if you convert that, I actually have the receipt. I don't know if you can see that, but it was 56 euros. Or in American money, you could translate that to about $57, $58 to see a neurologist. So then it wasn't very much longer after that, about 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops. So we weren't even there 30 minutes, and then they called us to the doctor. He spoke broken English, but I had all the paperwork from Dr. First Stemming down in Houston, pulled that out, handed it to him. He went through everything. It is what we thought. There's no Ingrezza prescription here for Tyler, not at the moment, but he wrote another prescription of a different medication of Abazol.
Omeprazole, as we know it in America.
Yeah, whatever. I can't pronounce. My Walgreens kid here. Yeah, whatever that. I can't say that, but anyway. So we got the prescription, and he said he'd be happy to, for us to come back every 3 months or so, and he would help keep an eye on Tyler, monitor him, and all. So that was very nice of him to do. I loved his facial expressions. I was watching his face, and he, and then apparently he thought Brandon spoke better, interpreting, or had better interpretation skills than me, because he'd go through Brandon, and then Brandon. Look, I don't mean to try to throw accents into anything, but Brandon looks at me, stop trying to throw some weird Arabian accent into everything. I wasn't trying to. Just keep your redneck accent, Dad. I was like, oh, okay. So
more American. You gotta
I wasn't
continue to be that way.
I wasn't trying to throw it. I'm just trying to speak slower. Apparently when I do, I sound Arabian or something. But, well, I was just trying to communicate with the gentleman. But he was a super nice guy, very helpful, and helped us with a prescription. I'm not sure what this really does. If anybody, I did look it up a little bit while ago. It looks like some people with HD may also take this, and it's supposed to help maybe similar, but he was, go ahead and take the Ingrezza first, but if you run out or you have any problems or whatever, we could take that. So we did that, and we came back, and I looked at Tyler. I said, hey, let's go to the pharmacy. Let's fill the prescription. And I got both of our passports. We did have to take our passport and show it as ID down at the hospital. So other than that, we were in and out in an hour. And then we walked back, took our time, enjoyed our time back, and went to the pharmacy, which literally is right across the street behind me. There's a million pharmacies here, it seems. So I just went to the one right across the street there. And the young ladies were super nice. I just handed her, I said, here. I handed her the actual, this is a copy of it. I handed her the actual prescription, and she filled it, obviously, because I have it right here. And it was 2,000 lek, which ended up being 2016 lek. So about $21, $22, $23 cash. They never checked an ID. I took Tyler with me, both of our passports. I could have been Tyler for all they know. And then she said, is it for 1 month? I said, I don't know. I can't read this. So she said, look, it'd be good. Come back. Good for 3 months, come back. I said, we're going to go see him at that time. So made a copy. She said, bring the copy back every month if you want. If he's taking the medication, we could take it. Come back every month, just say I'm Tyler, and they'll refill it next month and the next month. I was like, oh, okay. And it was that simple. And then I was thirsty. So there's these little, you walk down the street here. It's kind of like I think in New York City, you got all these little stands, these little shops right along that sell snacks and drinks. And I said, all right. And I saw a Monster. Well, I mean, this looks very American to me. I'm used to this, right? And then I have no idea what kind of water this is, but it's a huge bottle of water. And I asked the gentleman, I said, how much? He said, two. Actually, he goes, 2.50. I was like, 250 lek? See. And I opened up, I handed him 250 lek, and that was it. He said, good. And I looked at Tyler, I said, son, that's only about $2.50 or $3 tops. I can't buy this by itself or this by itself in the US for that amount of money, and I got both. So I just wanted to kind of, the pharmacy also. So here's my list of medications from the VA that they printed out. And pretty much she said they have almost every single one of these, with the exception of one or two that are not carried here in the States. But most of my medications I could get here, even though I filled them before I left. But actually there's three out of about 10 that I'm on right now. We're going to try to get done with that. But yeah, that was it. And then the other thing, to give you an idea, we do have, so I learned this on Vodafone. We found this out. They actually 2 weeks ago, today's January 10th, so basically the beginning of the year, apparently they got 5G, which is very nice because we're used to 5G in the States for the most part. And I think Brandon wants me to turn on my hotspot right now because the Wi-Fi.
I mean, I have Wi-Fi.
We have Wi-Fi here, but as far as the PlayStation, no, that's fine.
I was gonna say,
yeah. You're trying to download some game right now,
Yeah.
and what is it?
4.4 megabytes of download speed.
Better than 56K for us old folks that dealt with that in the day. So maybe I could turn my hotspot on to go faster, but that's just the Wi-Fi provided by the landlord here. But yeah, other than that, it's been good. I'm still trying to figure out YouTube TV. I've been told we can get it, but you have to use a VPN. Well, I've got ExpressVPN, and it is not working right now. Yeah, we got to watch the ball games. So we're trying to figure that out, even though that's 1:30 in the morning when the game will probably start.
Party.
So Tyler will probably be up anyway. He's napping again, I think, right now, or trying to relax because, yeah. What did he say about the place? He definitely didn't want to.
Yeah, when we spoke to Mom earlier, he was like overwhelmed, overcrowded, a lot going on at all times. But
if you're from a small town like us, Tirana is sensory overload right now, if I'm going to be honest. Not bad. There's a lot to do. And I know it gets cheaper outside the city. But as far as being here, we started here because I know that, everything that we need is here, that we absolutely need to get set up and started. So we had to start here. I've got paperwork. I've already got birth certificates done and apostilled. I want to try to meet with an immigration lawyer and start figuring that out. And then there's real estate companies here that I talked to already prior that I want to talk to as well about trying to go through and start the process of searching for homes and seeing if we can find something in the next 4 months before we go home and grab the dogs. That's going to be the biggest obstacle, is finding a place that can take all of our dogs. But we definitely have seen a lot of people. I've been surprised. I knew there were a lot of strays, but I've been surprised how many people were walking dogs. I didn't think there was a lot of dog ownership here, but a gentleman on the plane yesterday that's from Albania, we were on the ride from Frankfurt to here, said that a lot of people have at least one or maybe even two dogs. That surprised me. I wasn't expecting that. But other than that, it's been just, I think we get looks because everybody has puffy jackets. What's the deal with puffy jackets? They're everywhere. Everybody, and then Tyler's like, yeah, everybody has the same fade haircut, whatever. I have none, so I'm gotta go get it cut off anyways while I wear a hat. But it's humid. It actually is pretty humid here right now. I've felt more comfortable in a t-shirt. It is good, don't even, yeah, it's comfortable. At night was beautiful last night.
Last night was nice.
It was great. I don't think it's gonna be as great the next few nights. It's supposed to rain like 3 straight days. We're gonna need our floaties. But so we're not sure what we're going to do in the next few days. I don't want to be stuck in an apartment, so we got to figure out something to do, maybe find. But I looked in all the different cities. I was like, maybe we can catch a shuttle and go to a different city and see something else. Rain. See another city? Rain. I'm like, crap, rain everywhere. So
rain until Monday. So
yeah, it's going to be a dreary weekend. We're trying to figure out what we can do as a route of escape. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But the good thing I will say about here is you really could walk downstairs and we could be within what, quarter mile at best
of anything.
Anything. Market, pots, you need pots, pans, anything you need, household items, pharmacy. We were a little confused when we first got here because the entrance to the apartment is right next to a strip club. So I thought we were going into a strip club to go to the apartment. I was like, what is going on? But then thank God he took a right and went to a door next to us. But then you go in there and there's even 2 coffee shops, a barber shop, like a Kinko's or FedEx, a print shop.
Printing press.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, good night. What all do y'all have here? It's been interesting. But yeah, I don't think long term already that Tirana is going to be our solution, but it's going to be our home for the next month. And then we're going to keep searching and try to figure out what we can do. And Tyler's going to finish off the rest of that pizza. Boy, get up, ate half a pizza last night, almost. But cold, straight cold, but said it was good. So anything, what else? Am I missing anything? That's a pretty good update for now. I think that's everything. So that's been our first legitimate 24 hours in Tirana. You now are up to date with our first 24 hours. Holy cow. If I can get YouTube TV figured out, I think we'll be okay. And then I've got a Google Chromecast device that I could plug into the TV and see if it works, but so far we ain't got that far. So we have no TV at the moment. We'll figure it out. I got YouTube. That's about it. And we got Vodafone on 2 phones. Sorry, Brandon. Sore subject.
We won't talk about it.
Hopefully in the next couple of days, AT&T will pull head out of rear end and we'll get that fixed. That's all we need. We just got to get his phone fixed. Other than that, we're good. Just want to give y'all an update, a quick update on what we're doing here, how it's going, because a lot of our family and friends back home are like, hey, keep us posted. Well, this is an easy, quick way to give y'all an update. We'll sign off for now. Love you guys. Miss everyone back home, but we're here. This is it. We're doing this thing, and it's been interesting to have to call and get phone calls. I had to wait till 1:30 in the morning to call my wife when she got off work. So, but to catch her on the way to work this morning at about 6 o'clock, it was what 1:30. We talked to her on our way to work this morning. So that's the better time. That's what we hear at night. That is the biggest obstacle too. I might need to invest in earplugs. As Tyler said, they honk at everything.
Yeah.
Everything. I think they just have honking Tourette's. But it is what it is. It's the city. We just live 3 acres of land out in the middle of nowhere, and then we dropped ourselves into the middle of this. So it's a little culture shock for us. We love you guys. We'll talk to you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, especially family and friends. Share it back home so y'all know. When people ask, they can kind of keep up with our journey as we go. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.